Jamila Loubriel. I've had such a cool experience today getting to get some feedback from Instagram on what kind of topics would be of interest. So be sure to follow me on Instagram at Jamila Loubriel. And you can also participate in those polls. So this video is being filmed live. I'm so excited. I love checking in with y'all here. And I'm sure we'll have some people joining. So I'm just gonna get straight to it. And I'm gonna try to make this a concise video, still on vocal rest, so I have not been talking much, if at all, and still trying to drink some water. I just find that I have to talk at least some, like, if I can, because otherwise I'm just in isolation all the time, which also is not good. But I'm still limiting my talking. So if you are a singer, an actor, something like that, then you totally probably understand where I'm coming from with the laryngitis. So wherever you are tuning in from, be sure to drop in the chat or the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And yeah, so basically I spent several months in Vegas. Hi. And I got to spend enough time there that, you know, I didn't feel like a tourist, right? Like getting to meet like local people, you know, spending a lot of time like off the strip. Hi. And so I will say, like, probably the first thing I'm sure people are curious about is the weather. So the weather when I was there, I did spend definitely a summer, sometime in the summer, 2020, was it 2021, I think, something like that. And yeah, it was definitely hot to me. Like the heat was, it was like hotter than Arizona, like in my opinion. When I was there, it was like more of like a sweaty hot. So that's like, that was like my first like reaction to it. I was like, okay, this is, I feel like a lot more like sweaty here. So that took some getting used to. I saw a guy like carrying a towel to like wipe his sweat off of him, which was actually kind of gross. But I mean, I feel like if you like had one of those, but then you also had like a like bag to carry with you to like wipe it off and then put it in a bag and then like tie it up, you know, maybe that'd be like more sanitary. But he didn't do that. But yeah, it was definitely like on the vibe of like you want to stay indoors during the day, which is also how I felt in Arizona. It was just like staying indoors during the day, most of the time. So peace to you all. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the comments. Thank you for dropping that comment. And so, considering this video is being filmed live, I do want to stick to the topic here. So that way, like, folks that are tuning in later will be able to pick up, but I will try to address all relevant comments to the topic. So without further ado, like I said, obviously, like, yeah, it was hot. So I feel like some people might be more into like the desert like vibes and like others. For me, I definitely would consider myself excuse me, I would consider myself like a desert like person, like in that regard of I did I like the heat. Like, I'll just say that. Like, I like the heat. Um, but for me, it was about, like I said, like being strategic about when I'm going to be outdoors. So I did find, and of course, I just ended up going. I'm like ended up talking about Arizona as well, because I spent like the time I was like in Arizona, I was also going to Vegas a lot more, and like vice versa. So some of the times I would I was basically doing both like at the same time. So yeah, I know, like, that was the first time like in Arizona that I felt like I was more like on the time zone, like, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like very in tune with the time zone in Thailand, for instance. When I went to Thailand, like, I felt like I woke up with the sun. Like, I felt in tune with the time zone. So I also felt like that in Arizona, because it was like I would go to sleep earlier and wake up. Like, I remember waking up at like 4 a.m. when it was still dark. So I did feel like my body was like in tune with that. I liked being able to kind of like sit out in the sun. Like, I sat out in the sun for like 10 minutes, and did my my revamp of like my whole energy. Like, I felt like that was just the sun, like, just gave me so much vitamin D. I felt like, especially coming from Oregon, and like it's always like foggy basically, or gray or whatever. Like, foggy is more like San Francisco, gray it's more PDX. So, but yeah, I really like the sun. And so yeah, I definitely let's see. So I know I talked a lot about the weather, but those are the things that I did like about it. I will say, like, during the winter, it getting cold at night, that was an adjustment, because I actually get like really cold. Like, I don't like I feel like I'm more sensitive to the cold. So like, if it's a little on the cool side and like I don't have like access to a heater, like, that was like one thing I realized. Like, that was more so Arizona, like, that I was like, oh, they really don't have heaters here. Like, I need to like get like, in the hotels or Airbnbs, or like just even some I guess it's just not really like a standard thing there. So I get that. So I was like, okay, let me just get me a little like space heater when I travel and stuff. So, but to me, I definitely remember the AZ cold. Like, I had a whole experience like at night, more so than like Vegas, actually, because I felt like I mean, yeah, the places I was at Vegas, like, I definitely, yeah, I felt like more comfortable than, oh my God, this one Arizona place was so cold in there. Like, I was like, wow. But yeah, I would say the thing that stands out most, like, to me weather-wise, was the heat. Like I said, the sunshine. I did like, though, like, inside, like, I was fine, because they have AC. Okay, so another thing I really liked was the, like I said, like, more local kind of spots. So, downtown Las Vegas, I really enjoyed. The other parts of town, going just off the strip, like, was cool. I like the strip. It's like its own thing, like, for shows more so. Like, that's what I would say I liked it for, in like convenience and the shopping. So those were my favorite like parts about the strip. Definitely love the shopping, the food, and Chinatown was also really cool, like a spot to check out. Um, I did really enjoy the buffets there. So just like really, the good thing about staying on the strip is the access that you have, to the bus, like, because you can get off the strip too and take the bus off the strip and go to other parts of Vegas. So let's see. I did like the train, the like metro train that can take you up and down the strip. That was really cool. And that was just convenience. Like, I love the convenience. And let's see what else. So yeah, I really enjoy getting to meet like the local people. Like, just I met like so many like nice, just chill, like I don't even know, like they were just so chill. I don't know how to explain this, like so chill, of just like they just seem like more grounded. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they just seem so chill. Hey, what's up? And there's like certain parts of the day, like the weather will just be so nice, like, and I can still like think back and just remember like how beautiful the weather would be on some days. So it does have its days like that. And I also like see this like when my LV friends post on Instagram just how beautiful it is. And I love that. Like, to me, like, I actually, yeah, I guess if you like seeing different cities, like, you would probably like it. That's how it was for me. Like, I like seeing like different cities, and I definitely fell in love with like the aspect of the beauty of it, the architecture, things like that. And I did actually really enjoy like I said, the shopping, and I enjoyed the malls, and the customer service was really great. So I really appreciate that. And it was like I would meet people and then just learn so much about them, and have this like beautiful like conversation with them, and like learn so much about them. And it's like I felt like people really just took the time to like really talk to you, like see you as a person. Like, I really enjoyed that. Like, just this sense of like community, especially amongst locals and people that, if you're a friendly person, like I'm a very friendly person. So, that aspect of making friends and like connecting with like-minded people, like, I will put it that way. So I really enjoyed that aspect. I will say, like, the spacious like aspect of it, like, in that way of, I mean, I guess, yeah, compared to like NYC or something, like, that's the thing. Like, I felt like seeing the West Coast, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much space. Like, it's so much bigger. So that aspect of it, I did get some of that, of like, oh, like, you can just look out and see this like amazing view and be like, oh my God, like, that is just so beautiful. Like, look at this beautiful space. Like, look at this beautiful like nature. Like, so I love that. So yeah, these are a couple of things that I enjoyed about living in Las Vegas, getting to spend so much time there. Still one of my favorite places. And I definitely have this sense of like, you know, you travel to different places, there's a different culture, and you're like adapting, you know, to the culture as you're experiencing it. Like, that was my experience, at least. And, you know, I did have a couple of tough things too that I dealt with while I was there. And the things like they taught me about life and just like the learning experiences ultimately that I had were really amazing. And yeah, I love like how friendly people are, like in general, like the people I met. So that was a good experience. And then it's like, yeah, like, you know, people are, you know, partying or celebrating a birthday or like whatever, celebrating a birthday, maybe a marriage, anniversary, that kind of thing. So it's not like, I did like that aspect actually of like, oh, like that's so sweet, like, you know, just feeling the love. So yeah. So any questions about my experience living in Vegas? This has already been a 16 minute long video. Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that vocal rest. We got 4 likes, so that's good. I appreciate that. Appreciate the likes. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful to y'all and that you enjoyed it. And I do apologize. When I use other languages, I usually use the English or American quote unquote alphabet. So I cannot read. I don't have all the letters memorized, and I'm not even sure. I mean, that kind of looks like maybe Persian or Arabic. So still got to learn to read. I mostly speak. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for that though. Anyway, so has anybody been to Vegas? I would love to hear your experiences there. This is the video, like I said, like people voted on Instagram. So be sure to check that out. Like if you want to vote on the next video, like follow me on Instagram and answer the polls. I'll be releasing some new polls as well. Okay? And yeah, so I did post a couple of other like things on the poll if y'all want to, because this was like the #1 pick, but if y'all want to go back and vote, I can see what's gonna be #2. So this was the top choice. So I had some other like Vegas video ideas that I posted on Instagram. Yeah, so all right, cool y'all. I feel like I need to do like a Q&A video soon because I'm getting so many questions. So if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. Definitely give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And let me know y'all's, like I said, experience in Vegas. If you just joined, like Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. And be sure to watch the replay of this video and play it from the beginning, because now I've been live for 20 minutes. And since I do have laryngitis, like, I'm gonna have to go on vocal rest. But please reach out to me. Like, you're welcome to DM me your questions, like, on Instagram, and I will do my best to answer them either on DM, depending on the question, or on another video. So thank you so much for subscribing, and I would need a little bit more context for this question. I want a little bit more context. But yeah, I want some more context. So yeah, this has been great. Like, I feel like the 21 minutes went by so quickly. I'm like, oh my gosh, for real. Like, and maybe that's a part of, like, why I also need to do vocal rest, because I feel like I could really talk, like, for a long time. And I definitely, like, was talking way too much. Like, so I needed to, like, talk less and, like, go on vocal rest. And, like, now I'm still like, oh my God, like, still putting myself on vocal rest. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to do. So thank y'all. Peace out. Have a good day. Bye.